Hello, guys, and welcome to Red 2 Chatter, episode 13. I'm your host, Dallin, and I have my two other hosts and brothers, Jay.
Hey, guys.
And Ryan.
Hello, everybody.
And, I forgot to mention, this is the podcast all about Star Wars. So, yeah.
Yeah, haven't figured that out
Yeah.
by episode 13.
So some news from around the galaxy. We got Disney D23, The Last Jedi, behind-the-scenes footage. What'd you guys think of that?
I always like to see some behind-the-scenes footage
As long
about this time, you know.
And as long as it's not too revealing.
Right, and it didn't reveal,
No.
there's not any plot points I don't think you can pull out.
You
You can speculate all you want.
Yeah, there's not just, and go out there and look. There's tons of speculation on what every little thing it means.
Right, you can speculate all you want, but as far as giving away, like, concrete plot details, it doesn't do any of that as far as I can tell. But I always like at this part of the process of the, filmmaking process, we're getting closer, 6 months, less than 6 months to the movie.
Yeah.
I like to see some behind-the-scenes stuff and just, see how the actors are interacting with each other and they're laughing and, having a good time. It's cool to see.
That's always my favorite part is seeing the actors, having fun.
Right.
That's always my favorite part. It's
It's like 5 months away.
Yeah. It's nice to see that they're, becoming good friends on the set. And
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure a whole bunch of shenanigans go down there.
Yeah, I'm sure. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
No, it was, a little emotional thing. Carrie Fisher again. So,
Yeah.
We got to see some good shots of her.
Mm.
So it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Looks like some new creatures. Oh, a
yeah.
crystal fox.
That crystal fox looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ice fox.
Definitely
or-
looks Star Wars, man.
I don't know what it is. It looks like crystals. Could be ice.
Then there's
I
a
don't know.
big thing. There's
There's
a big
huge
wolf.
ears or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the little
Penguin.
little furry
looking
penguin thing. I'm
Penguin
guessing that's
monkey
on
thing.
I'm guessing that's going to be on the island where Luke.
Yeah, an
lives.
octo.
Not the what's
That
it
could
called?
be the.
I don't think it's going to be the caretakers.
You don't
though.
think so?
I think it's just one of
Too
the little
small.
indigenous
Yeah, I think
creatures
it's
that
gonna be a
lives
little
there.
indigenous
You don't think it's gonna be little tribbles running around and cleaning
Right,
stuff
they
up?
could be
Could
intelligent.
be. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And there's that one shot of that one little creature that looks like the guy from Clone Wars who was got inside of... If you haven't seen this episode, there's an episode where a little general guy gets inside of one of the R2 units or R1 unit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
he's
he's a general. And
Right,
he
they're
commands them.
infiltrating.
Yeah, they're doing an infiltration. Yeah, that guy looks like
It looks
the same,
familiar.
same
Same
race.
species.
same species. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get some more stuff in the casino. It looks like.
Yeah, well, it looks
it's
like because it's got to be.
Looks
Looks
like
like
those-
it's a banquet for the. I don't
Could
know.
be like the banquet for Han's death. I mean, who knows?
It could be. Yeah.
Well, there's a guy
like a
on a
funeral?
table. There's that little tiny dude on the table. The big guy slams his fist on the table and he jumps up and he's looking around and stuff. So I'm thinking it might be a casino and that guy just got cheated out of a gambling game.
Right,
yeah.
No.
Feels like he got
I
cheated.
lost all my credits, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff though that you can.
Those 4 speeders lined up next to each other was a cool shot.
Yeah, I wonder. Is that outside of this banquet or casino or
Yeah,
whatever? That's
right.
what people pull up in.
Also,
What planet is this on? I don't know.
the
many
shot
questions.
of the Millennium Falcon that is in that foresty jungle
yeah,
area
it looks
and
Chewbacca maybe. It's
someone's
somebody's got a
warming
fire.
up by the
Was that a
fire.
campfire? Was that in a forest area?
Yeah,
It looked like a foresty
look,
area.
watch it again.
I'll
Look
have to
look at the background, way back.
When I first saw it, I thought it was just where
It already landed.
Ray and
Where would you
Chewie
get
Leonard had
firewood
landed.
from?
Maybe it's not burning fire.
Well, maybe it's not wood. Who knows?
Right.
It's,
Yeah.
it's Star Wars, man. Maybe he's got something in there that
right.
burns.
I'm sure
Well,
there's
that
something
was-
on the Falcon that they could pull out and
I don't
make
know.
a fire.
Make it.
They have some wood left.
But I think I swear if I watched it again, I swear there's a forest behind there. In
Yeah,
the background. Watch it
I
again.
didn't
and
look
I'll
too
watch
hard
it
at the
again.
background. I was just kind of focused on the Falcon, the fire, and trying to figure out who was near the fire.
It doesn't look like Chewie. From what I saw, it looked like maybe Luke. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. It was hard
Yeah.
to tell. I'll have to watch it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me another reason to watch it again, like I need one of those.
And then that one scene that was It has like a silver floor. It's like silver, like kind of spires, and then it has that totally red background.
Oh yeah, where they just pan like low and it's like kind of like a mirrored floor.
Yeah.
It's black. I think the floor is black, but it's just
got
it's
a
got a
mirror
little
finish.
finish shine on it.
Yeah.
And you're thinking that's what?
Snoke's throne room. I'm thinking that's Snoke's throne room.
It could be.
Yeah.
That's a good guess. I mean, a better guess than anything I have.
Right.
Because, like, right when I saw it, I was like, that's gotta be Snoke's throne
And
room.
it kind of looked like there
looks
might
it.
be that throne-ish looking thing back there, the
That you can
gray.
just barely see through some people that are in
Yeah,
front of
all
it.
the people that are in front of it, maybe.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
You know, they put all these, like, you know that this reel was, like,
Designed?
seriously edited.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it went over the
There was,
fine-tooth
like,
comb with everybody making sure
Only
nothing
to
was
reveal things that he wanted to be revealed.
There was cuts that, like, went by. If you blinked, you missed them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like the sort of the opening scene with the little huts on Octo, it looks like the little rock huts. And, like, those first few images flash by so quick.
Oh,
you
yeah,
need to go into YouTube and then, like, put the speed down to, like, 0.5.
Yeah.
And then just watch it in all slow motion. But no, I thought that was a very good behind-the-scenes reel.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It's the right timing. This is about, like, when they did the Rogue One behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did they do it behind the scenes for Force Awakens? I don't know.
Yeah, I did. They did.
Yeah.
I remember watching it.
Yeah, they did.
I'm sure I watched it.
They
I just
did.
don't remember.
Do you ever remember
So I
this?
remember J.J. Abrams in it.
Ah, okay.
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember the stormtrooper saying, "It's my day to die today."
Right, and
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams was sitting next to Lawrence Kasdan in a shot similar to Ryan Johnson and Luke sitting together in a shot talking about something. There was sort of those similar shots.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just like the trailer is very similar. To
Right.
Yeah.
They're good at that.
Now, another part that I thought was very interesting was the shot. It was after, I forget, his name escapes me, the guy who plays C-3PO.
Anthony Daniels.
Anthony Daniels. It's after he talks, and then, like, you see that guy with the camera, and, like,
All the reds.
the red dust, like, the red sand goes over him. That kind of, it reminded me a lot of, like, trench warfare in, like, World War One. So I'm wondering if you're gonna get, like, a bit like that.
A big
Sort of like Hoth.
a big ground battle.
Yeah.
Sort of like there was on Hoth with the
Yeah.
trenches. And
I would like, if they do that, I'd like to see even more of a battle, though. I mean, Hoth, really, the battle part really wasn't all that long. If you watch the movie,
No.
it's not,
no.
it doesn't take up a huge chunk of time. If you're gonna do it,
And
do a good one where it's like
you
a
barely-
lot of
You barely see the ground fighting.
yeah,
like,
the
between
grind fighting. It's
soldiers.
mainly the snow speeders going after the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, really good.
Oh yeah, definitely
behind
go
the
watch
scenes
it. It's
reel.
got a lot of.
You know, I
lot
like to hear
good
some of the
content.
comments from the actors and stuff.
Mhm.
You know, Luke saying, something to the effect that just when I think I got things figured out, they throw something else
Yeah.
in there. So
And then at the very end, when Carrie Fisher just goes,
It's all about
It's
family.
about family. That's what the
Mhm.
movie's about. It's about family.
Yeah.
it was cool. Definitely a must watch.
All right. So, next one is new character posters revealed for The Last Jedi. And these ones are very interesting because all of them are in red. Or in this, like...
And all of them are the same
See, now I'm wondering
shot.
if these are like one of those
Basically.
optical illusion things, like the Batman thing where, like, it's like the Batman logo, but then if you turn it upside down, the bottom of the Batman logo is actually the city of Gotham. So, like, I'm like...
Trying to look at it.
seeing if there's any hidden images if you turn your face upside down.
Yeah, if you turn the image upside down
Right,
and
so
flip it
the
around.
biggest questions are, they're beautiful posters. I love all of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting that they only show you from the nose down of everybody.
Right.
You don't get to
don't
see
get
eyes.
eyes. They're all red.
Oh, wait.
You
Oh,
don't
He's like
I mean,
covered
his
by
eyes there,
hair.
but you don't get to see it.
Kylo Ren's eyes
Kylo
are...
Ren is the one exception where you can kind of see his whole face, at least the side of it.
Right. He's the only one really in profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody else is more,
There's
more of an
Finn.
angle. Yeah, there's Finn.
Looking towards the camera.
Or like it's their images in their like cloaks. That's what I'm looking for.
No, Dallon's looking for
hidden images.
hidden
There's Carrie
meanings behind
Fisher.
everything. Yeah, Carrie
I
Fisher.
think the biggest thing is the red.
is why is
And the-
everybody in red? Yeah.
the no eyes revealed and sort of like the same the same. Everybody has the same look. You know,
Of just
from
like
the
kinda
nose
like-
down.
you know this is gonna be kind of a dark story.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what it is.
Like all of the notice how no one's smiling, no one's cheesy.
Right. Everybody's pretty serious.
Everyone's angry.
And maybe, you know, here I go.
Hold on,
like,
go back
completely
to
speculating.
one more.
What, Luke?
Yeah, I want to see Luke again. Now, is that his lightsaber from his green one?
No, it's not. Because his lightsaber from it has
From
kind of
Return?
a golden look to it, and it also has like a little coin bit on the very top that I pay a lot of attention to freaking lightsabers, but because I love lightsabers. But like, yeah, it has like a little bit of a coin top, so
And
that's
not his old one.
I think
either,
that's
right?
the blue one.
Is that the blue one in his
yeah,
hand?
I think that's the blue one in his hand. Because if
I
you
know
go
we
over
see
to
Rey
her,
training with the blue one.
look, it's the same one.
It's the same lightsaber.
It's like- exact same
it is
one.
It is. He just has it in a different position.
Mm-hmm.
She's got those little knob parts facing up, and he's got.
Yeah, so they're holding the same lightsaber.
Yeah.
So what I'm wondering is, does Luke take his lightsaber back, and Rey has to construct a new one,
Has
or
to
does she?
craft a new one.
I'm still wondering if she's going to construct one that allows her to use
Now,
as
question: Do you
like
think
Darth Maul.
Do you think there's gonna be a lightsaber crystal cave on this island that she could use?
For Kyber, yeah, I bet there's a
Kyber
location to recover.
A kyber crystal. You
Yeah.
think they're going to have that in the movie? It'd be interesting.
Like, yeah, where you can actually see her like construct it with the Force and stuff.
That was actually in Return of the Jedi. There was a cut scene
Yeah.
of Luke actually constructing his lightsaber.
I thought it was just him, like though,
but just
like
yeah, not
doing it
not using the
manually.
Force, but
yeah,
using manual.
it'd be
techniques to
more
build it.
interesting if they would do the Force. And do you think she's going to use? You see her practicing in those scenes
the
we
blue
just saw. Well, with the blue one, we also saw her practicing with a staff. Is she going to go back? Is she going to go to the double-sided lightsaber like the Darth
double-bladed.
Maul?
I don't know.
But a blue one or a green?
Now-
who knows what color?
Oh, again,
Or
there's
she's not having it
also
all.
apparently a scene where she fights 3 people at once
Yeah, that we saw on that
in the behind the
in
scenes.
the behind
trailer.
the scenes.
Yeah, we also see Kylo Ren fight 2 people.
2 people.
2 people. So,
is he
what
fighting?
I was
Is he fighting Luke and Rey? It's
Well,
gotta be. Who else is he gonna be
what
fighting?
I was
Lightsabers.
saying to Jay was that would be kind of interesting if like the Knights of Ren, like I don't know, this could be kind of a step towards Kylo Ren's redemption, maybe. But if the Knights of Ren, right? So there's maybe like 5 of them, or maybe even more, but like 5 of them come, and it's like in the middle of a Rey and Kylo fight. Like both of them are just like wailing on each other. They're fighting each other. Suddenly, for some inexplicable reason, Snoke is like, okay, like maybe Kylo did something wrong. Maybe he failed a mission. And Snoke maybe says like maybe found someone else. And he's like, you know what? I don't have any need for Kylo Ren anymore. Kill him. So that he sends the Knights of Ren out to go and kill Ren and Rey, 2 and 1.
And they have to start
And
fighting.
They have to work together to fight off 5 opponents at once. That would be an extremely interesting
Twist.
Bit nice twist.
Like, I could just see the scene in my head.
Well, I was just wondering, is like you saw those scenes where she was fighting 3 and she blocked 3. Now is she fighting
I mean, they could be stormtroopers carrying like the riot sticks.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
is it 3 people with lightsabers? You know?
Right.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's just a wait and see thing.
Well, like,
And is it Kylo Ren fighting Rey and Luke at the same time? If he is, he's gonna get his butt handed to him.
He is going down.
Luke is
should be able to,
Hardcore.
yeah, because Luke should be able to wipe him out pretty quick.
Luke should be able to wipe him out without even touching lightsabers with him. Like,
He should just be able
boom!
to, like,
Yeah.
like Vader did to Luke.
Just
start
tossing
throwing
crap.
stuff at him and beat him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, So it better not. I'm hoping that there's not a Luke versus Kylo fight scene because I don't think it should last
Now-
more than a few seconds.
What if there's some Jedi that Luke was training who had completed the Jedi training up to a certain point where they can go out and do missions on their own? They've been gone. And then they get a distress call from Luke and they come back to help.
Yeah, because you don't know what happened to his all the people he trained.
Right, there's so many whole, like...
You can't tell me all of them turned bad.
Right, they can't all turn bad. They can't... I guess they could all have been killed, but I doubt it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If he had started immediately after Return of the Jedi, started training,
Kylo would have been at the bottom of the list of people who was good.
There would have been people way above Ben Solo.
Yeah, Ben Solo.
As far as how good they are at
and years of training.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. Man, we got a lot out of
Interesting.
out of some posters. we went all over the place from some posters. Well, let's start with the lightsabers.
Right.
Yeah, it all started with the lightsaber.
Alright.
Alright, a fresh look at how Disney's Star Wars theme park Galaxy Edge will look. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This looks so good.
Yeah, this just looks stunning. These are pictures of like a scale model.
Mm-hmm. So you got some
how it's gonna
Naboo
look.
and Tatooine mixture here.
This another thing about this. It's a scaled model, and if they make this whole model, it's gonna make everything else that they've made for movies or whatever look small.
Oh,
this
yeah.
thing is huge.
No, this thing
like-
is going to take over.
The only thing I don't see is any sort of like, roller coasters or any sort of real rides.
I bet they're all like
indoors.
the Harry Potter ones, like where they're
It's all
so
virtual reality
concealed.
and stuff I can't ride because it makes me sick as a dog.
Personally, I'm going to go here to experience everything going on. Like the people go to Harry Potter. You know, you get the wand and you get to go to
And
the
you
different
shoot- yeah.
places and you get to like figure
Go to
things out.
Diagon Alley and...
Right,
yeah.
I just want to go do that kind of stuff. I just want to feel like I'm in
the
Star
universe?
Wars universe.
Yeah, that's
I
what-
don't care if I ride a single ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost want to go dressed up. Like cosplaying.
Yeah.
I'd be like walking in as a Jedi or something and getting my ticket and they'd be like looking at me like, dude, you don't need to wear the costume. Yeah, man, I have to.
Oh, yeah, I am.
But,
at me.
People,
I'll do
people think
subtle,
you are like
right.
part of the
Why?
people that work at Disney. I don't work here.
It would definitely have to be on like a Jedi level scale because I don't think they let you in a full like helmeted figure like a. I mean,
Like a stormtrooper or
I
something.
bet they'll have like special days for the 501st.
Oh,
and
I
for
bet.
those people
And
to
like
come.
the
I almost
Mandalorian.
guarantee they'll have something.
The Mandalorian guys.
That would be really cool to go on that day.
To go
where
on the
all
days when those
yeah.
people are going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
I
'Cause those
can't
are
wait to
super
just
fans.
Mhm.
see all the people who work there that are dressed
Just
up.
up. Yeah.
And just like in complete, like consumed completely in costume, and they're just like, you know, you can ask them questions about stuff, and they'll only answer
See,
in
like,
Star Wars terms.
terms.
I wonder if that's going to be the case in some of like the restaurants that you go to in this place, because I'm assuming they're going to have like restaurants
Oh yeah.
in this place that you can like go to and sit down. Are they going to be like dressed up like Twi'leks and
Yeah, well, can I get the Twi'lek pole dancers?
and also, you know, have some Biths in the background, like
they'll-
playing the
Think they'll have Dex's Diner.
maybe. That's like in Coruscant, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, a lot of this doesn't look too Coruscant-ish.
You could
Yeah,
have
it looks-
Dex's Diner though.
But you could have his diner
Yeah,
there
it's true.
somewhere.
This definitely looks a lot of Naboo
No.
and Tatooine.
I mean, I kind of
Yeah.
wish they did Coruscant a little bit because I would love to go to that one like nightclub that Obi-Wan went to before
The
he
Death
gets
Sticks?
oh,
sick.
where the Death Sticks guy
Can I
is?
get some Death Sticks?
Rethink your life.
I need to go home and rethink my life. Yeah.
But this
So
place just looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It opens
so
scheduled for 2019.
here's the next one. You got TIE Fighter right there.
Right, like full scale.
Full scale
Oh yeah,
tile.
like
Fighter.
these guys. There's like little silhouette guys on the bottom that are there for scale.
Scale. Yeah.
Right.
That's how big you are going to be.
And that one building right back there almost looks like Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
That one
What,
right
that
there.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of in the middle
top
of this
of it.
photo.
Yeah.
the big dome.
Okay, we're gonna have to get on camera and start doing this stuff on camera, so we can like have it on a big screen behind us or something.
Yeah.
But I like how it's kind of spread out. It almost looks like over here on the left, the far left is more indoor looking. And then it
That
kinda,
right there, right? Kind of reminds me of Maz Kanata.
Oh, the big flag that hangs
Yeah.
outside of her.
right? And you know there's
On
going to
the-
be some
on the
stuff
far
from
right.
Force Awakens.
Yeah, there's also gonna be some Force Awakens stuff, and there's probably
Probably some
some
Last Jedi
Last
stuff.
Jedi stuff in here. You just don't know what it is
Right.
yet.
So there's Millennium Falcon right there.
Yep, and one of the shuttles. It looks like one of
Dude,
the
I can
shuttles.
see me getting freaking lost.
Right?
in
Isn't
here.
that shuttle right there? Isn't that kind of one that they use in the Clone Wars a lot?
I think so.
That
Yeah, it
looks
looks
like
a lot like-
one that they use in a shuttle.
It's
that
like
they
a
use.
it's like a shut. Yeah, it's a shuttle. It's where like it's used for carrying goods and stuff.
Yep. And then there's like the Millennium Falcon, and that's like full scale on
Yeah, if
Millennium
you look
Falcon.
at those
I hope you
silhouettes
can
of
go
people,
inside of it and
I'm pretty
climb
sure
around
that will be
and just.
almost like a ride type thing.
I hope it's not a ride. I hope it's something I can go sit in the cockpit and somebody can take my picture.
Here's kind of like an inside thing where you can kind of, it's like a museum type of deal.
Oh, I'll definitely be
I'm
in there
thinking-
just reading
So
everything
like,
and
yeah, you got like a helmet over there. You got like a what looks like an imperial
Uniform.
admiral
uniform out. Yeah.
ship model right there. Looks like it.
Oh, it'd be sweet if they could get a lot of George Lucas's stuff that he has from that's at Skywalker Ranch. He's got like all the old models,
Right, or some of like
Even if they just
Ralph
rotate.
McQuarrie's like
Yeah.
original art. And
Yeah, even if
stuff.
they just rotated it in every now and then, and you got to see that stuff because it's so rare.
See, now that's one
This is
of
an
the
X-wing.
that's one of the newer X-wings.
Yeah,
It
that's a
looks like.
resistant X-wing.
I think this is that
Resistance.
section that's further over to your left when we were
Yeah,
looking
that
at
looks
that.
Yeah,
like
with the
some-
more
But I
foresty
still
Forest
kind of
area.
looked
area.
indoor look.
Oh, man, I don't. If they don't, that would be kind of a shame. If
That
they
kind
don't
of looks
have
like
an Ewok village area. There's so much you can do though, and
Right, like where do you draw the line?
where do you
Well,
draw?
also,
where
like,
do you draw the line?
Also a sand crawler, like with a whole bunch of
Yeah, there's-
Jawas running around and droids.
Yeah, there's not.
Yeah, or like
Where do you
Echo
draw?
Base.
Yeah, where do you draw that line though?
You
man?
have to be able to draw the line, and
Otherwise, it would be the largest.
there
theme
could be
park
just a whole.
ever.
There could just be a whole theme
course,
park made around.
They might add. This is
They
just
could-
the initial
beginning
beginning.
They could
do
add expansions.
yeah,
easily.
If it's a big enough hit and enough people love it and go to it, it'll.
oh, it's gonna be insanely crowded,
Oh yeah,
especially the first year.
yeah. The first year that it's open, it's gonna be nuts.
Hey, moisture
I'm gonna try
moisturizer.
I do want to try to make
Evaporator.
it there though, but we'll be going to the Disney World one, not the Disneyland one.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I prefer Florida over California.
California, me too.
But yeah, it's
Less,
looking.
it's less people.
It's looking good though. It's looking
Less
good.
traffic.
So
It does look great.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
very excited. All right, Ryan Johnson comments on Leia's story in a recent interview. So this is more a somber note. So he basically says like he's gonna. That's Last Jedi is gonna be kind of wrapping up Leia's storyline.
Right.
How they do that, I'm not sure.
Me neither.
Right.
I'm wondering how they're gonna pull that off.
It's man, I have no idea. Because it's just gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to watch, I think.
I think it is gonna be. I think this was gonna be a
I
tough
think this
movie
is gonna be
to
a
watch.
tough movie to
Bring your
watch.
tissues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be crying.
I'll
I
have
was
my big
crying
guy-
at the Star Wars celebration when they did the
Oh,
tribute,
yeah.
when her daughter came out and did the
Oh.
tribute to her. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I'll have my big
Oh.
bucket of popcorn, so therefore I'll have a ton of napkins. So
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. But yeah,
dry
he's,
my eyes with those.
he basically says, like,
That'd be
yeah,
like
let me freaking go to the page actually before I start rambling stuff off that he didn't actually say.
catharsis and emotional satisfaction are the two things he kind of said about how the fans will feel after the movie. So
It gives some catharsis, he said. Yeah,
right,
it gives emotional satisfaction about like her.
right, and sort of where her story leaves off.
Yeah.
So, jeez, man, I don't want her just to disappear.
No.
Me
Me
neither. Have to go into exile or hiding, or it just doesn't make sense for.
No, because she's
Leia
always
to
been a
do that.
fighter.
She would never allow herself.
She
No.
would never run away.
No,
Nope.
she's never run from a fight. That's what I always loved about her.
Yeah.
Her character.
Right.
She's always
Yeah.
been a fighter.
Only way, the only
To
way
save Luke.
I could see it happening. No,
No?
to save Kylo. Let's say Kylo
Oh.
ends up completely destroyed by the end of this movie, just barely alive. And Leia, to protect him from Snoke, just takes him and disappears.
Maybe. Yeah.
That would be the only way. But then they would have to have already shot that.
yeah.
And we know that Leia was going to play a big role, according to everybody I've heard, Ryan Johnson, Colin Trevorrow,
Trevorrow.
all the the two
Mark
directors,
Hamill.
that she was going to have a significant role in Episode 9. So that's probably not what they're going to do. But
Yeah.
the only way I can see is if she's trying to protect
Rin. Ben.
Kylo,
Well, Ben.
her son.
Her son.
She
Yes.
wouldn't call him Kylo.
That's the
It'd be
only
Ben.
way.
Yeah,
to protect him.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because I don't even know if she'd even do it for Luke, to tell you the truth.
She knows Luke can handle
Himself,
himself.
Yeah.
Handle himself.
Kind of like how she knows that Han could have handled himself.
Right.
Yeah, and Han didn't have to
And-
die. He just
Right.
Kylo,
It's a mother-son thing
Yeah.
versus a brother-sister thing.
Oh yeah, Mama Bear protecting
Right.
baby bears.
Yeah.
So I
Way
could-
different than brother
I
sister.
could see something like that happening, but they would, like I said, it would have already
It had to
have
happen. Yeah.
been shot because, well, you can't go back and do it. So
Yeah. So I don't know how they're gonna pull this off.
I'm anxious about it, a little nervous about it, but also excited to just see the movie
Mm.
and see where it goes.
All right. Well, now let me get back to our show notes. Not Ryan Johnson. Ron Howard strikes again with another behind-the-scenes shot of the Han Solo film. So we got
A couple of them, actually.
yeah,
a couple of them. So we got two. First of all, there's one with Chewbacca.
Yeah, his tweet is
Just checking the
hashtag
shot.
Chewie checking the shot.
It's got Chewbacca in like under a tent. There's a couple other guys. And
So-
they're watching something on the screen.
If he's checking the shot, maybe that's his shot. So maybe he is one of those like
Two
The new
silhouettes.
figures.
And
One of them looks like it definitely could be a Wookiee. That one, the other one, I cannot be.
100%
I kind of
sure.
I kind of agree with Jay a little bit. It might be two Wookiees like pressing noses to one another. God, but that's just total
Right, just
speculation.
like showing some affection.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
this is
we don't know
when-
much about Chewie's
The,
lore.
the weird
So-
thing is
Except
that
for-
that thing behind him.
Right, the figure that's behind them
It looks like it's
in the
kind
shadows
of like a,
or in the fog or whatever.
Looks
it
like
is.
he has like a little baton.
yeah, I don't know.
or a staff or
Staff.
something.
That could be just another Wookiee back there. I don't know.
Right?
They
it
have
could be nothing
spears.
for all I know. It could be a freaking rock.
Yeah, could be nothing. Looks like it has an arm though.
Yeah,
it
it
looks
does.
well.
Looks
yeah,
like Godzilla, actually. Now that I look at it.
It's hard to tell. And he does this on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
It just sends out grainy looking friggin' photos that you can't tell what the heck's going on.
Ron
And then
Howard's
lets people speculate. That's
he's a
the-
genius.
Yeah.
That's why
Frames per second, 24. What?
After seeing all this, because we hardly got anything from Lord Miller. Like, we didn't get
Oh, you got almost
Anything.
nothing.
from them. I wonder if they just like loosened the
The purse
The
strings, the grip a little.
grip a little bit on
so
Ron Howard.
the,
Like,
yeah,
look,
the systems don't start slipping through your fingers.
Right. you decide like what you want to put out. Let us see it. We'll okay it, but put some stuff out there to let people know that this movie's in good hands. It's going forward.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole meaning behind these tweets.
Yeah.
No. the
This
next
one is called Lining Up the Shot Today from my director's monitor. It looks like it shows...
Yeah, the monitor looks like it shows.
It shows a person
in
in the
the
Millennium
Millennium
Falcon.
Falcon. That's what it looks
cockpit.
like.
with Ron Howard
And
smiling
it
at the
could
camera.
it could be Lando.
Yeah, it could
It
be
could
Donald
be some-
Glover.
It could be
be
just
Donald
some
Glover.
technician guy working on something in there to fix it for all
It
I
could be
know.
a stand-in.
Yeah.
Well,
for the
it,
shot.
stunt, like I said, it could just be some guy in there. Hey, this thing needs to be re-glued back onto the
Right.
the
Or
cockpit
just
or whatever.
somebody got in there.
Now, what's the thing behind Ron Howard? Like all that red painting and weird stuff on
Looks
the.
like freaking blood. Looks like a
Yeah.
murder scene happened.
What's that? I mean, everybody focused on, like I did when
Right.
I first looked at this. I focused in on what's on the screen in front of Ron Howard. I'm not looking at the background behind him. What the hell is
Right.
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Looks like
I mean-
tin foil.
Oh,
It looks like some sort of desert.
yeah, it looks
rock
like
scene.
a desert rock scene,
Like
and then like some major like cliff right there
Yeah,
or
with
something.
some
I don't know.
blood smears. I don't know what that
Or
is.
just red.
It could be like red algae. Or
algae. Yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
some sort of red
It's
growth.
very interesting. This guy's good at putting these out and just
Yeah.
teasing the snot out of you.
Just looking at that picture though makes me realize like how tough of a job
Ron Howard.
being a
had.
director
Being a
is.
director
Just
is.
being a director. You got these screen with all this little information on there. Like holy crap! Like no wonder these guys have to go to like film school to do this kind of stuff. 'Cause-
Yep. Or just lots of years of
or
freaking being around it.
right? Like Ron Howard
Yep.
grew up in the business, so
Yeah,
he
I
just
don't think
seen
he
it
ever went to
happen.
any
Good old-
schooling, but he's Yeah, it's just been around it his whole
Right.
life.
Those are your two choices. Probably growing up in it
Yep.
or going to school for it.
And then I think growing up in
Yeah,
it probably gives you even a better.
Because you've seen a lot more actual
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy Griffith
stuff
Show.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been watching from behind the camera since he was, 7,
Opie.
6.
Opie,
Yeah,
yeah.
Opie on the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah, it just made me realize. I mean, just seeing that shot just made me think about that.
Yeah. Alright, on to Toshi Toy Box. Target will have the earliest availability of the Forces of Destiny figures, perhaps late July.
Yeah, so I read an article somewhere that said the 30th, July 30th would be Target release, and then everybody else would be August 1st. I don't know if that's true or not. We'll find out.
Right. That's yeah. Well, I mean, we'll just find out when I go to Target on the 30th.
30th. Yeah, and if there's nothing there, I'll
Go to
be upset.
Target and
but I'll-
Walmart on the 1st.
Yeah.
And Toys R Us.
Yep, I'll be heading all over the place
You
looking
got a
for 'em.
race.
But didn't you
And I'll
also
be pushing little girls out of the way to get mine.
didn't you also say there could be some Target
Exclusives.
exclusives?
I swear I
My
read that
Ray!
too.
No!
I read that. I read that too. There that there's might be some Target exclusives. Oh yeah, I'll be shoving those little girls out
You
of my
know
way to
there's
get my
going to be
toys.
exclusives.
Give me that
I mean,
Ray, you little girl.
You know there's going to be exclusives to different stores. There always is.
There usually is.
Toys R Us usually gets an exclusive that they can sell. Target usually gets one. Walmart gets one.
Yep.
Even Walgreens gets exclusives.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and GameStop gets exclusives. A lot of places get
Right.
exclusives. That's what makes toy collecting so lots of fun and also frustrating.
right, very
Because if your area
aggravating.
doesn't get
That's
stuff,
that's
it's
pop
just like,
vinyl.
Yeah, we'll get into that sort of in this next topic.
Wave 2 and Wave 1, I went backwards, breakdown on The Last Jedi, 3.75 action figures per yakface.com.
So if you guys don't know of yakface.com, pretty
definitely
much
check it out.
all they do is
Toys.
Star Wars toy
Toys.
news.
Yep.
Star Wars toy news. That's crazy.
So, first we got the Force Link Orange Collection. Wave 1 coming 9, so is that
This is all
August?
Force Friday.
That's September.
September 1st.
September 1st,
Yeah,
2017.
that's Force Friday.
So this is all speculation as to what these mean. So
Right, we've
we got
seen these before, but we had to speculate on them. Now they've put their speculation
Yeah,
as
Yeah.
to who they think they are.
so we got Foxtrot is Ray.
that's what Yak Face is thinking.
Yeah,
That's
all
what-
these is just what the Yak Face thinks. Beta 1 is Power Finn.
I like that one, hedging their bet there.
right.
way to commit, guys.
Victor 1 Kylo Ren. Beta 2 Power Finn.
I'm thinking Beta 1 and Beta 2 is going to be friggin' R2 and C-3PO. But
Yeah.
yeah, just 'cause
Tango-
Beta.
Tango White is the First Order Stormtrooper, question mark. I'm not quite sure on that one. Cool Beta Gray is Luke.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Force Link, which is the Teal collection, is Victor 3 Phasma, question mark. Foxtrot 2, they don't know. I was thinking it's Rey in a different outfit.
That's very possible.
And maybe different hairstyle.
Yeah.
Like with her hair down instead of up in the ponytails.
Right.
Cool Alpha 1, they think is Leia. Delta 3 is R2. Foxtrot 3 is, they don't know. Victor 3, so this is the Teal collection as well, Wave 2.
Right. So this is just showing the ones that'll carry forward. with
Yeah.
Wave 2.
So Victor 3, Foxtrot 2, Cool Alpha 1, which I think that would be.
Yeah. Which
I don't
we
know.
don't.
Cool
That's
Alpha-
Leia. That's who they're thinking it is.
Cool Alpha 1 sounds more like R2 to me, but that's alright. Delta 3, and then we have Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda, which are actually named.
Now,
They're
here's
not-
some of
they
the
don't
other
have
things
code
I-
names.
Almost every one of the sets we've had seen so far have included a Rebels figure, right?
Yeah,
Almost every single wave,
I think so.
at least lately.
Yes.
Lately, we've got like Leia,
Yep, you have the Princess Leia, you have Zeb, you have
right?
Kanan, you have...
There's even a Thrawn one out there, I think, somewhere.
They've
we've
had a
never-
Sabine.
Right.
They haven't had... What's her name?
Hera hasn't shown up in a single.
one
She's
is-
shown up with a ship.
Yeah.
With the
so she
ghost,
might
but-
be one of these.
Right. I mean, she could be maybe Foxtrot 2 or Foxtrot 3, who knows. Like, but I mean, it's just cool to see, like, we're getting close to these toys coming out, and God almighty, we better get them in our area every single wave.
Yes, because I've already missed out on 3 that I'm gonna have to go buy them on
Have to buy
Off the internet.
off the internet for
yes
extra money.
second market prices.
Yep.
But I'm looking forward to the hunt
Yes.
coming up in early September.
Yeah. Alright, is that all for Toshi Toy Box?
Yep.
Alright. Gaming with Gamorreans, okay. We got some behind the scenes footage of Battlefront 2. It wasn't just Last Jedi that got the behind the scenes footage at D23. Also, Battlefront 2 got the behind the scenes footage at D23. So, what did you guys think of it?
It looks good.
It
I
looks
like
really good.
Like I've said before, this game and certainly the Visceral game might actually
Force you to buy a
force
console.
my hand into buying a console
Yeah.
just so I can play these games.
I forget when the release date they said would be. Is it going to be Christmas?
I think it is around.
That'd be my
Christ-
guess. That's usually when they do these big
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, I would bet around
Christmas.
Christmas.
I mean, that would make. I mean, like
Maybe
you're
around
going right next to the
Black Friday.
Black Friday. You're going right next to Last Jedi there, because
Yeah,
that's coming
that's-
out on.
That's when Battlefront
December.
1 did.
Did
with
it?
Force Awakens.
Did it?
Yeah.
All right.
Came out about the same time.
But no, I am very very excited for this game. It looks great. I love the story that they're building so far. It's such an interesting concept. Like, you know, what happened after the Empire, or after the Emperor died. You know,
Yeah,
what
does
it-
the Empire collapse? How does it become the First
And I-
Order? Do you even get to see it, how it becomes the First Order?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
and I just like that role reversal of the Empire is now the underdogs in
Or
this war.
possibly, are they
sort
the
of fighting
underdogs?
for their lives.
Yeah, and so you gotta think: are they gonna show that in this version, in this game, are they gonna show that the Rebel Alliance isn't all good?
Well, they're going to portray it that way.
Because
Uh,
you're looking at it through the Empire's eyes.
Right.
Yeah. So
and
They always
but-
think they're right.
right,
you know?
they believe they're doing what's right.
you're always
So-
the hero of your own story.
Right.
So it's gonna be very interesting to see how they make the Rebel Alliance seem like the bad guys. Like, is there gonna be kind of a really really extremist type of
Yeah.
person who's down there hunting down the rest of the stormtroopers, or any Empire sympathizers? Like, they're gonna go and find
Right,
them
because
and
there's
kill
going to
them.
have to be
a main villain. There's
main
gonna
villains.
Yeah,
There's going to have to be a point.
yeah.
So who is going to be this main villain? For,
Mhm. And also,
Of the
Iden?
Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I just like the characterization of Iden so far that they're showing of her. Like, she was born and raised in a military camp.
Well, her dad was in the
And
Empire.
he's an admiral, and like, she's just like raised up from the ground to be a soldier, and that's like she finally gets to become the leader of like the special ops group. And man, right on the day of promotion, the Death Star blows up. Looks like like right on the
Almost,
day-
right.
Yeah, right on the day of promotion. She didn't get to enjoy it that much, but also I do like how, even though you are looking at it through the Empire's eyes, they still look pretty ruthless. Like, you see them like you see one of them in the background like kick a dude and then shoot him in the head, and then like keep walking like nothing happened. It looks really really dark, and it looks really really good. And I do like that kind of family dynamic of that her dad is the admiral, and it seems like he's gonna be willing to do anything to protect her
Right.
from anything. And then I also like her two friends that she has. I guess they're the other special ops
People in her squad.
units.
Yeah.
One is played by Paul Blackthorne, amazing actor. He's in my opinion, the only saving grace of that show Arrow. He's great actor, amazing. I don't know the other guy, but he seems to be doing pretty good too. And I like how both of them have their own personalities. You're gonna see them shine through that, and also that place that she was born and raised in, the city that's like like basically an Empire Coruscant
Right.
looking place.
I don't remember the name of it right offhand, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, like it's all
It's like
silver
I thought
gray.
it was like
and,
Valandria or something like that.
yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
But it's like gray, black, silver, and red just everywhere.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Vardo.
Vardis?
Yeah.
Vardo. or-
Vardo. Here, we have a... I think we have one right here. Somewhere around here. Hold on.
Yeah.
I
But yeah.
think it is Vardo or something like that.
Yeah. But also, I like how one of the characters is actually born on Coruscant during the time of the Jedi. It is Vardos.
Vardos. We were close. I said Vardos. Or you said Vardo. Just needed to
It does look
mix them
really
together.
cool.
Apparently, Aiden says, Vardos is beautiful. I'll tell you why. It's an Imperial homeworld. It's beautiful because it's peaceful and it's orderly, like all planets should be in the galaxy.
Yes, that's sort of her take. She likes that order and,
Order, yeah.
Yep.
Like, not all, everyone,
and structure.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm very excited for this game.
Yeah, I'm
Looking
gonna-
forward to it.
Definitely have to play this one.
Yeah,
I kind of hope
I'm
that
down.
I'm kind of hope that the single player campaign does have split screen co-op, because that'd be really cool if it does.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything if it's just gonna be single player or
Yeah.
if it's gonna be like split screen co-op. It would be cool.
All right. So we have a little bit of extra time. Does anyone have some interesting questions that they would like to present to the court?
Headed for the extra chatter?
You have it going for the
Okay,
extra chatter.
I'm going to give you guys mine again here.
Oh, here we go.
Why is it when a Jedi is killed, his lightsaber winks out, you know what,
Turns off.
turns off, and sometimes when they're fighting and it gets knocked away from them, it goes out. But how do you keep it lit when you throw it, and like Darth Vader does, throws it at Luke in Return of the Jedi and cuts the beam and knocks him down? His stays lit. But does it, the whole thing is also, is it still lit when he goes and picks it up? I don't think it is. I think it's back to
Yeah,
being
he
not
turned
lit.
it off.
Yeah, so how does that work?
I really think he's using the Force
Same
to
here.
keep it on
To keep it on, okay.
for as long as he needs to keep it on until he doesn't need to keep it on anymore.
Like,
But you don't need the Force to light the lightsaber
No,
up
no,
because Han uses it.
It's got a button to actuate it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
So-
sure.
what I think, it's like a blowtorch, but like,
as long as your hands gripped around it.
well, I'm thinking like, you know, when you hold a blowtorch, you know how there's like a trigger that you have to hold down to get the flame out.
Yeah.
Alright? That's what normal people have to do that don't have the Force or can't use it in that way. They do, like, everyone has the Force, but, like, some people are more adept at it than others, naturally. So, the people who aren't adept, they have to hold the button down constantly to keep it on. Force users, they can possibly just use just a slight bit of the Force just to press it down and just keep it pressed down for a while.
Right.
And then when they get kicked in the face and it flies off,
They've lost their
they're-
concentration.
Yep, lost all concentration. Their mind is completely, wonked, and now it's away from them. They have to get it back. And, but when they just throw it, they're still concentrating on that button, and it's still on, and then it comes back to them.
Yeah, to me that's the best explanation. They're just using the Force.
Yeah.
Would that make it a reason why they can't use the Force as much when they're fighting?
That could
Because
be.
you always notice Darth Vader turns his off
Right.
and starts throwing stuff at Luke in Empire Strikes Back.
Right, so maybe he'd
Maybe it takes a little more concentration to keep it.
to
I
keep
don't
it
know.
lit.
I have no clue.
And maybe it's just a connection between the Kyber crystal and the
Wielder.
People-
Like,
wielding
so
it?
when you die, that's when it winks
Right.
out because
you winked out, so the
Yeah.
lightsaber
Lightsaber
winks
goes
out.
Well, so your
Oh.
Force power winked out.
Right.
Right
so you're
there.
not holding the button
I
down.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Force power.
oh, it's always
Well, those
bothered me
random
that you
questions.
can like do something.
It's a good.
What was
it's a
my
good
other
question.
question that I had? I can't even think of what it was anymore.
It's a good question.
I asked it to you and then I totally forgot what it was.
Never
Oh, well.
asked it to me. Is it about Han Solo?
Was it about the Han Solo movie?
I don't remember.
Oh, how much of the Empire do you want to
Yes.
see in the Han Solo movie, or any at all?
As little
Like-
as possible.
You're going to go down as little as possible. Why is that?
I want it to be completely separate. Like, you know, you
There's
can
no
have a
presence.
presence. Yeah, you can have a
presence.
presence, but you don't make them the main enemy. Make, like, the bounty hunters the main enemy. Like, you can see, like, maybe in a scene, you can see, like, some stormtroopers walking by in, like, a
patrolling.
city. Yeah, yeah.
So
But-
you're wanting it just more in the peripheral.
Yeah, but, like, you know, Han Solo doesn't mess with them.
Well, here's, I think he'll do one, like has one mission maybe where he has to infiltrate an Imperial base,
Yeah.
and that's why, you know, when Obi-Wan says we'd like to avoid any Imperial entanglements, well, that's gonna be tricky, you know.
Yeah, well, that's a real trick, isn't it?
That's a real trick because they're probably already on to him maybe in some
Fashion?
some fashion, or in at least some part of the galaxy.
Yeah.
And maybe they're headed back towards that part where he's like, well, we're going to Alderaan. I can't guarantee anything
Yeah.
in that that section of the galaxy. Maybe. I think you'll have to do, just to give the Empire a presence,
Mhm.
I think you'll have to infiltrate, or at least smuggle something past the Empire. Like
That's
they're doing
that, like,
checkpoints
yeah,
and
that
stuff.
checkpoint
Right.
image that we saw.
Yeah, and I think he'll have to smuggle something past them.
Yeah.
Maybe to prove himself.
Yeah, I don't know.
If
I
for
was wondering
nothing
how
else.
much of the Empire you wanted to see
I
in
don't.
the
I
movie.
don't want to see them be
As-
the ones that are after Han.
No, me neither. If that's what it is, then they've
Right.
done.
I'd rather see
a disservice to the Han
like
Solo.
Han
Yeah.
Solo smuggle something for somebody, screw them over, then they send bounty hunters after
Exactly.
them.
Something
know,
like
yeah,
that.
Something more along those
That's
lines.
I want to see Han Solo be like kind of an anti-hero.
Or two smugglers going after the same sort of like
He's like
like the same thing.
Yeah.
he's like a chaotic neutral type of character where like he's basically only out for himself, really.
Right, especially in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah,
When we
but
first
then-
meet him, he was just all about himself.
Maybe
and-
once he meets Chewbacca, then he's like, "Hey, got a teammate," and so he starts caring a bit more for him. But that's like really the only person he cares for, and maybe Lando a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think him and Lando will have like a split where it won't be necessarily a good split by the end of the movie.
Yeah,
I think
Steals the
Just
Millennium
because, like-
Falcon.
Han is apprehensive about going to
Oh, Cloud City.
to
The
Bespin.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he does it because he knows Lando, but he's like also like, Chewie, keep your eyes open, you know,
Yeah.
like he doesn't necessarily trust Lando.
Yeah,
either.
he definitely doesn't trust him in them.
Right. So I don't want to see a big presence. I was just small, just like a
Yeah, like
background presence.
Yeah, like ships or like
Right.
like down the saying some stormtroopers doing a patrol on a town or a city.
maybe
wherever
they
he's
get
at.
chased by a
Star
one
Destroyer.
of built bulk cruisers, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you. Okay, so, when it comes to, like, so, with the whole thing about the legends and stuff, I've been reading a lot about the expanded legends stuff and
Yeah,
stuff
the
like
old
that.
expanded universe.
Do you think that getting rid of, like, all of it like they did, you know, getting where they kind of retconned it all, do you think that shrunk the Star Wars universe or expanded it more?
Initially, it shrunk
Shrunk
it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but I think they have an opportunity to expand it way beyond what the expanded universe even did.
And would you like to see more Legends stuff being brought back into canon?
Depends on what they decide to bring back.
Like, I don't know, some races? Like the Zartron? The pink... They're like pink... They're considered to be the most attractive race in the galaxy, or whatever. They're like, better than Twi'leks, or whatever. And they're like, they got pink skin, and they have like long red hair. Most of them are female. I don't know.
I don't know. There's just like I agree with you. It just depends on what legends
Zark.
you're talking about.
You can bring back a race. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
you
that-
can always introduce them.
Yeah.
There's always a place for that. I mean, just look at
It's-
the cantinas and look at Maz Kanata's place. You look at the
Yeah, there's a whole bunch
casino
of
that we're going to go to in this next movie.
There's a whole bunch of new races that have been brought in
Plenty
there.
of opportunities to introduce new species.
And you could even bring out the old ones. It's just you got to watch out if there's like that whole race was doing something that isn't canon, say like they're slavers or something. I don't know.
Right.
You know, and you don't want that in your in the universe or however you know. Whatever, you know,
Right.
they do certain things, and it conflicts with something else
Yeah.
that's already happened in the universe.
I mean,
and
you
you
can
got a
take
problem.
anything you want to from there and change them, though. Because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what
I mean, there's like
a book said.
there's so many crazy things that happen in the Legends universe. Like, Palpatine gets resurrected.
Well, you know how Chewie was killed, right?
Yeah.
He got hit by a planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he got he saved his friends by getting hit by a planet and died.
Yes.
Yeah, that is what happened in
So
Legends.
we don't need to see that.
No.
That can stay in the legends.
No, and also, Emperor Palpatine getting resurrected after dying.
Right.
That part was pretty stupid too. But like, there is some good stuff, like, some of the droids, like the P2, which is like the droid before the R series. It was basically the prototype of the R series of droids.
Yeah.
I always found those guys interesting.
You could introduce those if you ever do an Old Republic type.
Well, I was thinking, for my fan fiction, my characters, they're kind of like, the character that my main character meets up with and kind of becomes partners with, she's like a junker, where she basically brings in old droids, like old rickety ones, and fixes them up and modifies them and to be like whatever she wants them to be.
If you ever read the Star Wars Aftermath book, which takes place right after Return of the Jedi, there's a character in there who takes old parts from an old battle droid and turns them into a character called Bones or Mr. Bones.
Oh
He
yeah, I
calls him
remember Mr. Bones. Yeah.
But he's just
He's
an old
one of
battle
those
droid.
Roger guys.
Yeah.
Yep. I do remember that. But yeah, I always found Legends interesting. It's a good like, if you don't want to read some canon stuff, just go read some Legends books and you'll be entertained because they're pretty well written too.
Yeah, I mean, you could just read the Thrawn, the Thrawn trilogy is really good.
Except for the force blocking parasites.
The
That's
little parasites and the.
It's not the best. But
I suppose it could be something, but
it has a potential.
You have to set it up better.
Yeah. It has a potential, but you do need to set it up
because
a
the
bit better.
Force,
because there's force creatures. There's like the big force beasts or whatever.
right? Well,
Bendu is.
Yoda explains the Force pretty well. It's like it's between you, the rock, the tree, the land, the ship. It's everywhere. It's like so to have like a little creature out there that can void it would be sort of counterintuitive, I guess.
Yeah,
to what the Force really is.
Yeah, the fan fiction that I'm writing is going like kind of a lot into Legends. Like I'm studying a lot into Legends, and that's how I know a whole bunch of stuff about it.
Yeah, I haven't done it much in the way of looking into the legend stuff. I just know most of the canon stuff.
It's pretty interesting to see what was canon before.
Right, because people just took those stories as things that actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rogue Squadron and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and
so yeah,
Chewbacca getting crushed by a planet, all that stuff actually happened.
right.
But then it didn't once Disney came.
Well,
And I'm okay with it because I think they're what they really need to do is get away from making movies about characters we already know.
Yeah,
And that's really what they need to do. As they just need to make these spin-off movies about maybe places we've heard about or events we heard about, but not so much like the characters we know. Like the Battle of Tanab. You could go to the Battle of Tanab, have a movie about it, and only hear about Lando,
but never really see him.
and focus on a different bunch of characters that were there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, kind of like what Rogue One did. I mean, Rogue One is a great example.
Yeah, they brought like a whole bunch of new.
They need to do more things like that.
Yeah, they do. I think they should.
I mean,
branch off
Because
into,
that will expand the universe.
That expands the universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, learning about Han Solo's past will also expand the universe because you could spin off anything we learn in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
if something comes up that's really
Also, not
interesting
to
that
mention-
people want to know about.
Not to mention the animated series. You know, like Ezra, Kanan, Hera,
Right.
Sabine, all of them new characters.
Especially if we find out that some of them didn't die.
Yeah, yeah. And they're still out there somewhere.
Right.
So, yeah, that's my question.
Well, yeah, like I said, you could even do, except for Jay doesn't want to see it, but you could do an Ahsoka movie because what happened after she left and when she ran into Vader again later on. There's a whole gap there in her story.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And the book fills in some of that, but just a small period of that.
Yeah. I'd like to. I definitely would like to see the universe get expanded and the movies expand into other things besides basically the
Skywalker
the Skywalker lineage.
Well, I want to see the episodic movies continue like they are. Focus on
but I like to see the Rogue One type movies that branch out.
right,
And I mean,
the
that-
Star Wars stories.
That is also what our fan fictions do as well.
Right.
They
Yeah.
try to expand the universe a little bit more, even though they're not canon.
Well, no.
No.
Unless I can sell it to Lucas or whoever,
Yeah.
Disney, whoever
All
I
right.
need to sell it to.
So that was episode 13 of
Lucky
Red
number
Suit Chatter.
13.
Yeah, lucky number 13. Actually, my favorite number. And that was a pretty good episode. I think we cover a lot of good stuff, and
We definitely need to get on camera though and do this.
yeah. Well, I,
That means building a set. And
I
all
do
kinds
need
of
a
stuff, though.
better
Okay.
camera than what I have. Cause
Yeah, we'd have
Well,
to go
maybe
with
it's probably a second or third mic even.
well, we can talk about this later, guys.
Let's close this up.
All right. Well, I hope that you all enjoyed.
Not to
Jay,
get you involved in what we're doing.
Jay. Well, where people? You got me all like scatterbrained now. Where can people find you?
Hey, you can find me on Instagram at jwilsonbydesign and on Twitter at jbird51.
I don't do social media. You can find me here on this podcast, and I do the spiels to reels every now and then with that Dallin and my sister Jordan do.
Go check out the Transformers episode. It's really
Oh yeah,
funny.
you can listen to me rant and rave.
You can find me on my YouTube channel, my gaming YouTube channel. It is down in the description below. Right now I'm going through Persona 5 and Nier Automata. It's great fun. Also, I have a Facebook page. I don't post much. I need to. I will. And then also, Spiels to Reels, also down in the description below. It's basically a podcast, I went British, podcast all about movies and basically pop culture. Great fun over there. So I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you all next time.
Also, check out the Red 2 Chatter Facebook page. I do post almost every single one of the topics we talk about throughout the, on this podcast. I posted throughout the week leading up to this, so check that out as well.
Also, if you want to ever follow along with us, that's the best place to do it.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like, subscribe,
Yep.
do all that good stuff on YouTube.
Comment if we messed up.
Which I'm sure we have more than once.
Yeah. If we were completely wrong about the whole lightsaber thing, please comment down below. And yeah, we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Later, guys.
Later.